Rizzo from Studio Ficino, and I'm going to give you some tips today on recording video footage on your phone camera. So you may have heard about the latest app that's around called Newscar. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips if you've signed up. Everyone should be signing up because it's a fabulous idea. But one of the biggest complaints from newsrooms is the video footage. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips to help you improve the video footage so that when your footage is selected for a news story, that it's the best quality and it's the best angles and it's the best orientation. Smartphones are getting more and more advanced, and everyone has one. So let's use those to capture what's around us and be able to get paid for the footage that we create. Now, some of these tips that I give you may seem really obvious, but some of them you might be like, okay, wow, I didn't know that. So, just skip over the stuff that you know, but you may just pick up a couple of things. The first thing that we all forget to do is to clean our lens. Always, the back-facing camera is always higher quality than the front-facing camera. So just get a cotton bud or a baby wipe or something, a clean t-shirt, whatever you've got handy, and always just give it a wipe before you start filming. It's always a really good idea. Otherwise, you get a bit of a blur. You can get just looks sticky and gross, and who knows what you've spilt on there. So always give your lens a quick clean. The biggest complaint that newsrooms tend to give is that the orientation of the footage, because our phones, we use them up and down in the portrait sort of orientation, we sort of forget that every TV that we watch is in landscape. So always turn your phone, keep your camera to the top so that it's just a good habit to get into. But always, have it in landscape. Then you're not going to get those annoying black lines on screen when the news channels are showing the footage. Always a good idea. Hold it like a camera, like you would a camera. So hold it with two hands, keep it nice and steady. And when you've got, when you're ready and you're filming and the action's happening in front of you, just try and fill the frame. So if you need to zoom in, or if you need to walk forward, but just always keep in mind that if there's emergency workers, if there's ambulance, if there's police, any of those sort of people, you always need to keep out of their way and just record what you can. Don't get in the action, don't be, just don't be a hindrance, just record what you're seeing. The other tip that I'm going to give you today is focus. So the easiest way to do that, and some of you may know about this and some of you may not, but once you're recording, push your finger onto the subject, so where you want the focus to be. If you hold your finger on the screen for 2 to 3 seconds, that will hold the lock of focus on that subject as it moves. So always really handy. You can take your finger off, you don't need to hold it on there the whole time, but once you hold it on there for a couple of seconds, it will lock that focus on that subject. The next tip is going to be lighting. So the light that comes with the phones can change the color temperature of the footage that you're getting. So it's always good just to try and use the available light sources that you've got, whether it be a street lamp or a shop window light. But the sensors in these smartphones is getting better and better, so you'll find that at night the quality is still going to be good if you've got good quality smartphones in the latest models. So if you're finding that you've got light beaming into the lens and you're getting people are dark and getting a silhouette sort of effect, all you need to do is push your finger on the darkest point on the screen, and then that will adjust the exposure, so it will brighten up that dark point. It may blow a few highlights out, but just try and watch that on your screen while you're capturing the footage, and you'll get some really good results. Your smartphones will never really be as good as, you know, the good quality video DSLRs that professionals use, but there's a few little attachments that you can add to your smartphone to take, you know, the quality up a little bit better. So you can get the little attachable lenses that go on the front for wide view. You can use a little tripod to get a steadier angle, and you can use a little clip-in microphones as well. So there's little clip-in things that you can use that are relatively cheap that you can just add onto your smartphone to get some really great footage. And that's about it. So just, you know, to recap on a couple of things: clean your lens, make sure you're using the orientation in landscape, watch your framing, keep out of the way of service and emergency workers, watch your focus by pressing your finger on the screen to lock the focus onto your subject, watch your lighting, and add some accessories if you want to. So have fun with it and enjoy capturing all that's out there in the world to see. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe below, and if you've got any questions or you want me to cover any other tutorials, then just pop me a message and I'll get back to you. Thanks. Bye.